Hello there. My name is Melody, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm just a regular person. I am not a televangelist or anything big like that. I'm a regular lady. I'm 64 years old. But this is my regular response or reaction, my reaction to what Creflo Dollar has been saying about the tithe. Because I'm a Christian person, so I've been in church all of my life. And um, I guess in my teenage years, I learned about paying tithes. And at that time, it came across as a good thing. It didn't come across as you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you can't do this, you can't, like the way he's talking about it. And I encourage you to watch part one and part two, because part two, for me, of his message, The Great Miseducation, that was more of a, what do you call it? That was more explanatory than his first one. I think the first one, when it was first off the cuff and he needed to say something, so he said all those things, burn everything, throw everything out. But then in the second one, part two, he doesn't, well, maybe he did and I didn't hear it, but I didn't hear him say anything about throwing books away or CDs or nothing like that. However, he does talk about giving, and he talks about giving out of a good heart, and talks about Paul. And Paul was the one that wrote how God loves a cheerful giver, that kind of thing. So, from my perspective, it is about how you give, not laying on the fact that, oh, if I don't give, I'm going to be cursed, I'm going to be cursed. Because that's not the kind, that's not, even though that's a part of what the law said, in reality, God gives us grace, as it says in Romans, like he uses. But study those scriptures for yourself and be fully convinced in your own mind. And that's all I have to say. That is my reaction. That is what I had to say. Because what the other part of my reaction is that, at first it confused me, and I'm like, Lord, your words heal. Your words don't cause confusion. So then I had to go, and that's when I listened to part two of what he was saying. When you listen to part two of the message, you get a little bit more of what God is really trying to convey through him. He takes more time and talks about it. But to me, it's nothing new. It's what Paul has always said. God loves a cheerful giver, not a fearful one, not a scareful one, but a cheerful giver. And that's all I have to say, and I pause. Bye-bye. Take it easy.